Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Please continue to pray to the God of dislikes for me as I work on my next Lego masterpiece. I got a better idea for the Serpinski's carpet, and I'm working on that as we speak right now. Uh, so continue to pray by leaving some dislikes on this video, please. I uh, I feel like a lover scorned, and what had happened was that I don't have a lot of friends here in the Phoenix area, and I've been relying heavily on my jobs. I teach at two different community colleges for companionship, and this week marks Veterans Day weekend, and so I feel like a lover scorned. Basically, my job has kind of kicked me to the curb, and this is only warm up. We got Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up, and I don't know what to do with my life. I mean, I thought about taking a trip, but then I realized I desperately need to stay here in Phoenix to actually make some friends. Taking a trip would only exacerbate not having friends here in the Phoenix area. So I feel like I'm in a jam. And not to mention, I don't want to be spending my money on a trip either. Part of the reason I did so well with my work this year was that I had a lot of breathing room financially. What do I mean by that? Well, I'm getting ready to negotiate some contracts. I teach two different community colleges. And a lot of times, as I'm negotiating the contract, it's like I don't need them. This is fun money that I'm trying to make. And as a result, it changes. It really makes the negotiation go in my direction, right? I can ask for days off that I want. Funny thing is that I asked for quite a few days that I wanted, but when the days came, I couldn't even bring myself to take them off because I really love all of our students, right? And that's the funny part. That's the funniest part of it all, because I don't even have a life outside of work. I had asked for a day off for two very important celebrity birthdays that I celebrate every fall, and they came, and I didn't even take them off because I had such a good rapport with all of my students. That's the kind of life that I've been living. Those were not unusual circumstances, by the way. That's unfortunately the life that I know and love here in Phoenix and at my jobs. I got to be careful though, because I feel like I can't let my dean know what my job means to me. Otherwise, I'm going to lose my bargaining power, right? But that has been, and also I feel like I'm not taking very good care of my habits. Obviously, my art addiction is one aspect of it, but I've also not been eating very right. I've been abusing food to kind of take the edge off of everything. I've been abusing, to a lesser extent, abusing caffeine. Not as badly as I did last year. I took a break from caffeine for a few months, and it did kind of reset my palate for it. And I've been using a heck of a lot less caffeine since I took the break off of the caffeine. Um, I have been taking pseudoephedrine to kind of numb the pain of everything, and I'm not kidding when I to give you an idea, a year ago I was feeling lonely, but that was it. Now I not only do I feel lonely, but I feel physical pain from it. I didn't have that physical pain part of it last year. It's kind of progressed. And I don't remember feeling this way about the holidays last year. I'll feel a whole lot better once I have some connections and I can feel like I can actually take a vacation without missing on a chance to make friends. I'll feel a whole lot better, right? Once I can book that trip to Taiwan. I had a dream about that last night that I was getting ready to go to Taiwan. Um, I haven't ruled that, but I love having that money in my bank account. Funny thing is that I had made a goal to be more financially free, and I was looking at my bank account. I had this number in mind. I won't say the number here, but I was looking at my bank account, and the leading digit of that bank account hit that specific number. And I felt like, oh my God, I feel so free when I'm negotiating my work. I could literally, if I needed to, I could take an entire semester off. Not that I want to, but the fact that I could changes the flow, the complexion of that negotiation, right? Well, fortunately slash unfortunately, so I maxed out my Roth IRA, and my savings account hit this digit. Well, before I knew it, it hit the next digit because my social life just sucks that badly that and now I love that so much that I also don't want to spend that money either. That's my life, unfortunately, which is why I need you guys to continue praying for me by leaving a dislike on this video. I wish we could replace food with a pill. It'd be a lot less prone to abuse, right? I haven't been eating. I missed out on the fasting for Yom Kippur that I used to do every year because I had so much going on in my life. Kind of feel guilty about that. I also missed out on celebrating yesterday with 2 days ago with Mary Curry's birthday, and again I actually scheduled the day off for her birthday, but then I couldn't leave my student behind, and I didn't have anything to take my mind off of how troubled my personal life is, and so I canceled the day off. What's really sad is that at the colleges I teach at, we have this like discretionary time off. There's no like limit, and it makes it even harder to take time off because it feels like I could take it some other time, right? There's no pressure to. It's not like your days are going to expire or anything like that, and it just makes it really awkward. Okay. Continue to pray for me by leaving some. My roommate told me that I sing Peter Dislike prayer in my sleep apparently, and that gave me a nice warm fuzzy feeling because I've been kind of relying on praying to the God of dislikes. Right. By the way, I do believe there is a God of dislikes, and we should all pray to him. That's why I said that on some of the most important days of my life, I hope everybody will join me in singing Peter Dislike prayers. That looks a lot better. It's in the works now. I was a little bit off on where the pieces go. It's a lot better that they actually line up so that the pieces don't overhang the grid. But continue to pray for me. I'm going to be submitting another piece to Lego Ideas next week. My 300 pounds of crystalline gold are coming, and I hope to make some art out of that. Let's pray that Trump doesn't get through with his tariffs, right? We need to write a parody song about tariffs, right? What would be a good song that one could parody about being upset about tariffs? Maybe trying to think. What are some recent songs that are about frustrations like that? Maybe trying to think. How about a Christmas carol of some sort? I'll let you guys decide. But you know what? China is so busy buying gold from the rest of the country. If we start imposing tariffs on China's going to impose tariffs on other countries, and the people of China love buying gold from other countries, so that's not going to go well either, right? Who knows? What's really funny is that bismuth is pretty much as rare as gold, but China's willing to trade tons and tons of bismuth for like a few ounces of gold, right? That's not going to last forever. So we got to take advantage of that while it lasts, right? I think history will have something to say about the time when China made the worst trade in history. I really do see the day coming where bismuth is the main metal of industry, and could be a currency unit of some sort, especially if we end up moving to another planet, which we will at some point. Here's some other art that I've been making. This is Mondrian art squares with fractional squares, 1 by 1, half by half, a third by a third, a quarter by a quarter, and so on. Some of my new favorite markers to use for I designed a few shogi sets. This is the marker that I use for that. This is my favorite glue for putting Legos together permanently or semi-permanently. What else have I been doing? I hope to put together there's a Christmas tree set with Legos, but I hope to get about 10 of those sets and then put them all together in one giant Christmas tree, right? Let's generate some random numbers. Let's see. I often wish I could come up with the right investment to make, right? So right now I love strategic metals. So I'm going to generate a number between 1 and random. Come on. Let's do. Where's my keyboard? Why is my keyboard not showing up? Oh, here it is. Random number generator. So let's generate a number between 1 and 92. and whatever number it comes up with, if the element number of that is some metal that I could safely buy and store, I'll invest in it because I need 100 bagger. 15. Let me see if I can remember my periodic table. Don't tell me. Let's see. 10 is neon. And then we got sodium, magnesium, aluminum. So phosphorus. Yeah, not going to be buying that. 54. Oh, I know that one. 52 is tellurium. And then iodine, xenon. Can't do that either. 80 is mercury. Yeah, I actually did think about buying mercury at one point. In the form of an antique barometer of some sort. So I don't have any mercury, not any appreciable amount at least. I have some UV light bulbs that have mercury. 88 is radium. I have some. I have some antique watches that glow in the dark. 44 is. Don't tell me. I know 35 is bromine. Yeah, 44 is one of the transition. Is it niobium? Maybe. I'm gonna cheat. Give me a second. 44. Oh, no, I was close. Ruthenium. I don't have any ruthenium, but I may consider buying it. I think it was pretty expensive the last time I looked. 58 is, let's see, 52 is tellurium, so 58's on the other side. Oh, it is. Somewhere near niobium anyway. Is it what is silver? Silver was 50. Yeah, it's after silver. I'm gonna guess. Is it iodine? No, I was close though. Oh, it's one of the rare earth metals. That's why I didn't know it. Cerium. Well, I do have rare earth mining stocks, if that counts. Let's generate one more. 67 is definitely in the rare earth. Is it praseodymium, maybe? 67. No, it's holmium. But I wish I could hit one of those 10 baggers, right? Look at palladium. It went from $100 all the way up to $1,000 during the Ford Motor Company. We got Hunt Brothers during doing silver in the 1980s. We had indium has had its bubbles in the past. We had iridium just a few years ago. Although, good luck. Iridium's not really a very liquid asset to sell, even during those bubbles, right? I just need to hit one of those. I was thinking about what I would do if I actually hit a 10 bagger of some sort. And I came to the conclusion that my macro habits wouldn't change that much. I wouldn't quit my job. I wouldn't necessarily move very far or move to a better place. No, not necessarily. But what might happen is that I could mingle more. I could go out to eat more often. You know, I teach at a community college. I could eat at their dining halls a lot more, right? But the big macro picture probably wouldn't change all that much, right? Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.